This is a review of our second reopened bond this month of November. Welcome to FXD1 2023-10. From that name, as usual, it means that this bond was originally issued for the first time in January 2023 for a maturity period or an horizon of 10 years. So by today, when this bond has been reopened, or to be specific, by the value date on 11th November, this bond will have covered 1 year, 7 months. And for that reason, for those of us who are going to be investing in this bond for the first time, we shall invest for the remaining period to the 10 years maturity period, and that gives us the needed 8.3 years of investment. This bond pays a coupon at the rate of 14.1510%. That is gross. Gross means that the incomes that we are getting or the interest payout from these bonds will be taxable, and the appropriate tax rate for a fixed coupon bond that is of 10 years or more is a withholding rate of 10%. For that reason, our net coupon from this investment shall be 12.7350%. For some people, they would say that that sounds like too little, that's too small of a rate, of a coupon rate, compared with the rates that we have been receiving earlier this year. But compared to the interest rates that we are getting from money market fund, which are always given a gross of a 15% withholding tax rate, you realize that this bond fares very well with the money market funds that are paying in the neighborhood for 15% to 16%. And therefore, it's a good purchase for those investors who are looking for a bond that pays its coupons in February and August. Those are 2 months that in this year, through our analysis, we did not have a bond that pays its coupons in February and August, and therefore this is a good bond for those who are looking for laddering or layering of their bond portfolio. That said, the value date for this issue shall be on 11th November. That means that from now to 11th November, we should have bidded for this bond and paid, and we shall be looking at the respective dates after 3 seconds short break, so don't go away. Welcome back, and thank you because you gave me a like to this video. You are also commenting and giving your opinion or a question in the comment section, and those who have shared this video, we like you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to give us our subscription and hit the notification, because this channel has a dedication to give you at least 4 value-packed videos every week. First, before we look at the specific dates that relate to this particular issue, there are 2 things that you must have in mind as you invest in the fixed coupon bonds. And the first one is that fixed coupon bonds do not have partial redemptions. Partial redemption absolutely means that you are buying this bond to hold it to term. You want to invest and go the full journey up to the maturity of the bond in 8.3 years. That means that these bonds are only suitable for your long-term investments. We don't review fixed coupon bonds to encourage a desertion of your money market funds that are suitable for packing your emergency funds and other funds for your sinking funds or non-expenses, but for opportunities to give you a mix of long-term investments for long-term goals and the short-term investment for short-term goals in the money market funds. Therefore, this bond you are purchasing to hold to term. But if life becomes a little bit difficult along the journey and you would want to liquidate or redeem your investment from this particular bond, The secondary market through a broker will be, that is where you are going to sell your bond. But if it becomes very difficult to sell that bond in the secondary market, then CBK rediscounts or buys back that bond from you as a buyer of last resort. And for that reason, they discount that bond at 3% above the current market yield of the bond or its coupon in the secondary market, whichever shall be higher. So there is still hope for redemption. Even if the bonds must be held to term, you can redeem through rediscounting by the central bank. Another important is to note the three reasons why we would invest in this kind of a bond. And the first reason is laddering or layering of your bond portfolio, as we had cited in the introduction, that if you are looking for a bond that pays its coupons in February and August, then this bond suits you. The second part is to build your portfolio mix or portfolio balance to include some fixed securities on top of your variable return securities. That ensures that in the event of a declining trend of interest rates on the variable investment, then the fixed return securities shall give you an average up of the portfolio of your portfolio. And the third reason is for collateral and pledges. Money market fund investments, being near cash assets, they are termed as current assets, and those are not acceptable pledges or collaterals. A fixed paying or a fixed return investment or these bonds, being long-term investments, they are acceptable as collaterals or pledges in the event an investor, maybe you need a collateral for purposes of borrowing or pledges in courts. So it's a good mix in your portfolio. It's part of the long-term assets that you need to have. So let's go down to the specific dates that are important for these particular bonds. And the first, we are looking at the selling period or the bidding period. That is the period within which you are allowed to create your DAO ZSD account, get it approved, and place your bid. And that is supposed to be from 25th October to the 6th of November. With any day, anytime within that period, you can place your bid. Then we have the next date, which is the auction date. And the auction date is usually the last day of bidding. And the auction purposely happens in the afternoon of that particular day. And therefore, for that purpose of the auction, bids conclude at 10 o'clock on the last day. So the last time you can place your bid shall be by 10 a.m. on the 6th November, because in the afternoon, that is when the auction will take place. And the same day, you will be able to access the results of the auction and know the status of your bid. Because after that, the next important day shall be the Friday, 8th of November, when that is the day when we will be getting our payment details. And how do you access those details? You're supposed to log into your DAO CSD account, and at the transaction tab, you will be given the 8 alphanumeric number. That is your payment transaction number, which you're supposed to avail together with your DAO CSD account number and the respective amount that you're supposed to pay to your bank for purposes of RTGSing that payment to CBK. The same information or details shall be required if you are using your online platforms to place your RTGS. Once that has been done, we have the payment period that stems from the Friday to Monday. So you will have 8th Friday to Monday 11th to clear your payment for your successful bids, because that Monday forms the value date. So 11th November will be the value date, and that is the date when our accounts in the DAO ZSD account, our investment accounts, are credited on that particular day. So once you have placed your bid, you have paid for the successful bid, the records are in your dossiers account will not be updated automatically. It has to wait until the value date. And immediately that record is updated in your CSD account, those bonds immediately get offloaded to the secondary market, that is the stock exchange, for purposes of trading, where trading is buying and selling. The buying and selling does not happen with the central bank because that is the primary market. That happens in the secondary market. And that's why in our previous video on capital markets, the stock exchange we classified as the financial markets where we are going to get the buyers and sellers of long-term instruments. Those are stocks and bonds. So lastly, as we close, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get notified when we upload our next video. Thank you for watching.